Andy Manus and Aaron Hathcock back here in the BC Lloyd Building Cage Combat Championship Global Proving Ground 3. You're watching right here on TubeTown Channel 21, and no intermission yet. Going to do that in between our main event
and this co-main.
And this co-main event. Right
Absolutely.
now, the co-main, Ryan Wall, makes his way to the ring right now.
My name's Ryan Walls. I'm fighting at light heavyweight, 205 pounds. My fighting system is Peak Submission. Fighting out of St. Mary's, Ohio. Coached by Jody Poff. He's the founder of Peak Submission, Shootbox Academy. Former professional fighter. Has been all over the world, Russia, Finland, part of Canada, a couple down south. We integrate everything. He's actually certified crew in Muay Thai, so Muay Thai is our big base, and we branch out and cross-train with a lot of jiu-jitsu gyms. So I'd say we're pretty well-rounded. A lot of our guys in our gym are pretty well-developed wrestlers. So we bring the total game, and we look for that finish every time. It's like every dream come true. I grew up watching movies. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Sylvester Stallone. That's something I always looked up to and idolized as a youth, and I feel like I'm living that. I'm busting my ass in the gym. I'm training hard. I'm, disciplining myself on, what I'm eating. Staying away from the party scene. It's just everything integrated into, being the best person that you can be with the abilities that you've been given.
And man, this is a large guy. Ryan Wall, that is a big man.
Yes, sir. There's a lot of human beings standing right there.
No doubt about it.
Andy, I have to tell you, that interview was a new experience for me. I have never done an interview through an interpreter, but those guys could have been more accommodating and more gracious, and my hat's off to Alexander Keshtov. That was a great fight.
It was indeed.
He is a heck of a fighter.
No doubt. Hope we get to see him again sometime soon. Ryan Wall in the ring right now. Lemarcus Tucker is making his way out here momentarily. Again, this is our co-main event.
I'm Lemarcus, the Freight Train Tucker. I fight the 205 lightweight heavy division. Man, I do anything, brawl, big, anything, whatever. You see me standing up, see me on the ground, it's whatever. Freight Train coming. I train in Batesville, Arkansas, Without Limits MMA. My coach is Matt Sellers. My jiu-jitsu coach is Josh Hudson. And we're one of the top gyms here in Arkansas. Most definitely, I like to put out a shout out to my children, my oldest daughter, Marina, my second, Taraya, my little man, Juju, to my wife, I love you, to all the fight fans out there, support MMA everywhere, support Freight Train, support everything that's dealing with mixed martial arts, Roving Proving Grounds, everybody, let's get it, baby, Freight Train coming. Y'all get your tickets, it's going down.
And again, we're going to have 3 5-minute rounds in this fight. Man, both of these guys got a lot of size on them. Got a lot of size on them. Ryan Wall, Lemarcus Tucker. Tucker going to be fighting out of the red corner wearing the black trunks with blue trim. Getting Vaseline on his face right now. And again, that is for cut purposes, just to try to keep the blows from cutting you on the face. Try to glance them off as much as possible. Tucker in the ring, as is Wall. We're going to send it down to our ring announcer, Billy Lamb, and he will announce both of our fighters here in our co-main event. Should be a good one. All of the fights so far tonight have been great. We've only had 2 go to decision. 2 of them have ended in the first round, and the other has been a second round.
All right, introducing first, in the blue corner, from Peak Submission.
All right, got both of our fighters in the ring now.
All right, Andy, I'm ready for another great fight. And as we spoke earlier, Bellator fighter Mike Wessel cornered one of his fighters. Mike Wessel's opponent, Justin Frazier, is cornering Lemarcus Tucker right now. So both the guys who are fighting each other at a Bellator pay-per-view in a week from now are here tonight. each cornering different men in different fights.
Well, Tucker in the black trunks with blue trim, Wall in the orange trunks, and there you saw early on here in the first round, Tucker backpedaling. Nice body kick there, nice catch though from Wall. Now Wall has his back up against the cage. A lot of body weight being thrown around with these two guys.
Yeah, I don't know that we're going to see excessive quickness in this fight, but that's okay. I can relate to two big men fighting it out in the cage, Andy.
Let's see if Tucker can get a takedown here. It looks like that's what he's trying to do, but wow, big slam up against the cage.
Double overhooks there from Tucker for a moment.
But now Wall.
Looks like he's trying to get an advantage and spin it around and put Wall up against the cage, just like that.
Tucker
once
trying
again,
to
these
stay
guys
busy.
seem to be content to clinch.
Absolutely. Not staying very busy here. I mean, just trading knees back and forth with each other now. And Wall caught a big one in the gut there from Tucker just a moment ago.
This fighting style is very reminiscent of what Randy Couture used to do. He used this to his advantage a lot, the clinch up against the cage, a little dirty boxing. Wall turns it back around and puts Tucker up against the cage.
Now Tucker trying to get out of that. Now he's got double underhooks. So a lot of back and forth here between these two.
And then Tucker reverses it again. These guys are definitely playing a chess game.
Ooh,
look at that slam.
Big takedown, but now Wall.
But Wall rolled
back
with that.
on his feet. But now look at his hit. I was going to say Tucker looked like he had a pretty good chance at a guillotine there. Big slam from Tucker.
That was a great show of strength by Lemarcus Tucker. But Ryan Wall kind of rolled with that and put Tucker at sort of a disadvantageous position. But then Tucker was able to ride himself and get up. So that is a pretty good body mechanics by both our fighters right there.
Absolutely. A nice exchange. Wall showed a lot of prowess there, just hopping right back on his feet. Now they're back in the position they were right before that happened. Ryan Wall back up against the cage. Now he reverses it. We have seen nothing but that so far outside of that slam.
In the clinch up against the cage has been the theme of this first half of this first round, Andy.
Two fighters just muscling to get position on one another, and here we go, another reversal.
Tucker with some body shots there.
Taking turns. And there's a takedown. Well, I wouldn't really
Wall
call
sort
that
of
a
falls
takedown.
and puts Tucker in half guard.
Looks like Wall just went to the ground.
It looked
with
like he
him.
was going to try another slam or maybe a throw, and maybe Tucker countered it a little bit with a shift in his body weight and his hips, and Wall didn't have a lot of choice because his momentum was already carrying him backwards, so he ended up putting half guard on Tucker.
Now Tucker trying to switch it into full guard. And Wall's doing a really good job of holding him here in this position. Tucker's
trying to work, and he had an opening for just a minute. I thought he was going to try to go to side control, but instead he decided to go into the closed full guard of Ryan Wall.
Well, and Tucker's corner is over here shouting instructions at him as well, and I think right now Tucker's probably winning this round. It's very close to call, but I think because of the slam, well, it looks like Wall
did a decent job getting out, but he took a shot as he pulled away.
He did, and now his back is up against the cage. Took some body blows there, too, and a big knee.
Another knee.
One.
He tries a single leg takedown. I thought maybe he would try to switch that to a double. But look at the sprawl by Lemarcus Tucker.
Absolutely. That's what I was just going to say. A nice sprawl there by Tucker, and it kept Wall from getting in there and attempting a takedown via legs. So now Tucker with his body weight on top of the back of Wall.
Final minute of the round, Andy.
And it's been an interesting one. Again, a very difficult one, I think, for the judges to try to come up with a winner for this one.
These guys trading shots now.
And
Wall may be wounded a little bit.
I think Wall might just be out of breath. And he just grabbed Tucker by the neck again and brought him down to the canvas. I think this might be where.
Looked like he might be trying for an arm bar. Wasn't in a great position to maybe pull that arm over.
He was trying to get a Kimura with his legs.
Maybe a little bit. I thought he was maybe going to try to catch Tucker's arm and maybe catch Tucker where he could pull that arm around and put him in an arm bar. And Tucker says, why don't you just stand up, my man?
Yeah, Wall wanted him to go back down to the mat, and he didn't do it.
Oh, a nice overhand right on the way in by Wall.
Tucker's trying to get another slam here, and he finds himself with his back against the cage, and That'll do it for round number 1.
Well, that was a better finish right there from Ryan Wall.
Absolutely. I was going to say, let's give this one to Tucker, but now I'm not so sure. I think the aggressiveness there at the end of that first round was great for Wall.
A little bit of blood we just saw wiped off the nose of Ryan Wall. I think Tucker won that round overall. I like the way that Ryan Wall finished that round, though. That was a pretty strong finish, considering he spent a lot of that round on his back. And both these guys have worked hard in the first 5 minutes of this fight, Andy.
But look at the difference in posture right now. Tucker, right now with his arms on his hips, his hands on his hips, standing straight up. Meanwhile, in the other corner, Ryan Wall, hands on his knees.
Looks like he's waiting out the first free throw of 2 there
He does. He
on
looks like
the side of the lane there.
He's waiting for somebody to pass him the ball so he can shoot the free throws.
He's using that cage a little bit too.
I think he definitely got worked a lot more than Tucker did in round number 1, and we'll see if that cut he has continues to open up. I don't know if it was a cut so much as it was blood from the nose.
I think it was just blood from the nose, and it looked like his right elbow may have a small cut on it too. But I don't know that it's anything major at this point. Hard to tell from our vantage point. Maybe a little bit of swelling under Wall's left eye.
I think so, absolutely. Now here we go with round number 2.
Right
Tucker.
to the jaw by Tucker.
Yeah, Tucker did a pretty good job landing a couple of blows on that
Tucker's
exchange.
active with his head there.
Nice kick. Now Wall, he looks like, I was going to say, it looked like Wall wanted to get a little aggressive and go inside there, but he backed out, and now here's Tucker being the aggressor. And again, Wall.
He pulls guard again.
Wall, you got to wonder if Wall likes to be on the ground a little bit. You got to wonder if he favors maybe his jiu-jitsu a little bit more than he does his stand-up. But that you often see that students of jiu-jitsu favor the guard rather than
because
stand-up.
they feel confident that they can pull a submission or sweep their opponent over and get in full guard and maybe do some ground and pound. But right there to that nose again, we see blood again coming from the nose of Ryan Wall.
And you see the referee telling Wall to let go of the cage. He's got the cage with his feet.
That's okay as long as he doesn't grab it with his hands.
It looked like he was grabbing it with his toes.
But that's perfectly legal. He can have his toes on the cage, but he can't reach out and grab it with his hand.
Well, here's one thing I was going to say about about being a student of jiu-jitsu. You do often see them, fall down to their back in guard as opposed to standing up. But one thing you often see them do is go to the butterfly guard. We haven't seen Wall do that yet. So you wonder if that's really what he wants to do or
look
not.
right there on his right leg where those kicks from Demarius Walker have made
red
whelps and bruises on the right leg. That's
Absolutely.
what we talked about earlier with where you want to target with your kicks if you're going to go to the outside of the leg of your opponent. And that's the lead leg of Ryan Wall when he's standing.
Look at Wall and Wall
because
again.
he's a conventional stance fighter. And notice him have to push himself up because I would imagine that left thigh is hurting. What a spinning back kick to the head that was blocked partially by Ryan Wall.
Well, and you see, as you mentioned, a little bit. Oh, good counter there by Wall. Wall anticipated that move.
Tucker's attack is definitely appearing to take some toll on Ryan Wall. And he tries to go back to the ground with a takedown. Now